Did you know that postmodern architecture emerged as a response to modernism and international style? Postmodernism is an architectural movement which arose in the 1970s. The architects that were pushing this movement aimed to break away from the order and simplicity of modern architecture and embraced a more diverse and playful approach to design. Postmodern architecture features color, classical motifs, and unique materials and forms, bringing a sense of fun to design which modernism was lacking. Catherine McLaughlin covers this in her Architectural Digest article Postmodern Architecture, Everything You Need to Know. Frank Gehry was born in February 1929 in Toronto, Canada. He is considered to be one of the most influential and innovative postmodernist and deconstructive architects of the late 20th century. He completed his architecture studies at the University of Southern California in 1954. He then enrolled to study urban planning at Harvard Graduate School of Design, but dropped out not long after and returned to Los Angeles. Frank Gehry has spoken in interviews about how during his studies, he found the content of the course books to be very underwhelming, as he thought design had become very standard. Someone that did really inspire Gehry during his formative years of becoming an architect was Alvar Aalto. He was very intrigued in the way Aalto could humanize his designs. This is discussed in the Grayscape article Frank Gehry. The Norton House, located in Los Angeles, California, built in 1984, was one of Frank Gehry's earlier works. It was designed to be a beach house for Lynn Norton, who was an artist, and William Norton, a writer. They commissioned Gehry after seeing his house in Santa Monica the year prior. Although the budget for the project was not big and cost-effective materials had to be used, the use of color and fun structural forms made the design playful and eye-catching. Gehry took the needs and requirements of the clients and incorporated them heavily into the design. For Lynn, he created a studio space for her to create art, which has a panoramic view of the ocean. It is the most notable sculptural form of the building, designed inspired by a Coast Guard's watchtower, which references its location, but also William Norton's time being a lifeguard during his youth. Gehry also made sure to create many private spaces, which could be used as writing spots for William. Frank Gehry speaks about the project in the 1986 publication from Rizzoli and the Walker Art Center, The Architecture of Frank Gehry. Although the budget for this project was low, Frank Gehry was able to create a design with architectural depth, which aligns profoundly with postmodernist principles through its fragmented design, use of different materials and color. For more information, look at the suggested references.